Hey, slashers and scream queens, and welcome back to the Horror Daddies Podcast.
A podcast where we talk about horror movies.
And the hotels in the...
I'm your friend, Dr. John.
It's the ghost of Abaddon.
I'm your film. I'm your Horror Daddy, Carlos.
And this is Jackson.
And this is Jackson. And this is my tequila.
Today's
Today's movie...
Y'all wanted it, and y'all got it. What movie are we watching today?
So, because the poll that I posted on Instagram... Fuck it. The poll that I posted on Instagram literally won by one vote. Y'all are amazing how y'all fought for these two movies.
It was literally 50-50. We're like, damn.
And Saul was winning for like 3 hours because I kept checking because I worked during the night. So throughout the night, Saul was winning by like 2 votes. I'm like, okay, so it looks like we're doing Saul, Jonathan.
Yeah, I was like, all right,
As
sweet.
soon as the poll expired, I go and check it. For some reason, Hell House won from one by one vote. So I was like, looks like we're doing Hell House.
It was Andrew Tully. He was like, nah, we coming to Abaddon.
Yeah. And he said, nah, y'all coming to my hotel. We're doing my movie. So we're doing Hell House LLC Part 2, the Abaddon Hotel.
Abaddon.
Abracadabra.
Abracadabra Hotel.
The Abaddon Hotel. Which honestly, I'm gonna be honest with y'all guys. I Sawtooth should have won. I wanted Sawtooth to win.
You'd be like, fuck the voting.
No. I'm gonna be honest. And Jonathan and I were not allowed to vote. So
no, we didn't vote because I was gonna vote for Saw because like I know the new one's coming out, but I was like, fuck it, it's a vote, you know.
Yeah, we're gonna keep.
Where's the democracy if I just fucking choose the other one, you know?
Right. So, and then in case if we in the future, because I want to do this more often, that was fun. In case in the more future we end up at a 50-50 exactly, my dog is choosing.
Oh yeah, that was our plan. It was like we're gonna have the dog's pick.
Yeah, the dog is choosing. So.
But yeah,
they do watch the movies with us.
Yeah, so go check out our Instagram. We might put a poll another time. So
this is good.
So who is this directed by?
This is directed by Stephen Cognetti, also written by Stephen Cognetti, who worked on the first one. I did not find a budget, but if I had to guess, $100.
50. They filmed this at the same exact time as the first one.
They probably did. And then this one, just pretty much. It's like a documentary or like a morning show about the events of the first one.
I can read you the synopsis.
Yeah,
want me to read that?
Yeah, dude, let's do that.
8 years after the opening night tragedy of Hell House LLC, many unanswered questions remain. Thanks to the anonymous tip, an investigative journalist is convinced that the key evidence is hidden inside the abandoned Abaddon Hotel. She assembles a team to break into the hotel in hopes of discovering the truth. But the source of the tip and the secrets of the Abaddon Hotel are more horrifying than any of them could have imagined. I feel like that's like such a basic like synopsis that could go for all 3 of those movies.
Yeah.
You can put them and you can't tell which one is which.
That's true. Oh, Slashers and Scream Queens, by the way, if y'all saw me grab another cup, it's not more alcohol, it's just water. Always stay hydrated.
That's his whiskey.
I have to.
You got
I
water.
don't want y'all to think I'm an alcoholic and I got issues, because I do have issues.
No, we know. Yeah, we know you have issues, but not alcoholic.
Mind your business.
Boom. Roasted.
Thanks. But yeah, this movie. Oh, our cast.
Yes. So our cast, we got a beautiful cast. We got Vasily Fluter as Mitchell Kavanaugh, Jillian Gertz as Jessica Fox, Joy Schatz as Molly Reynolds, Dustin.
Oh, Molly was my favorite.
I know she was your favorite. Dustin Austin as David Morris, Brian David Tracy, Arnold Tasselman, Kyle Engelman as Brock Davis, Amanda K. Morales as Susan McCombs, and then Laura Frenzner as Wendy Mallet. I think that's pretty much it.
Pretty much it. Yeah. And
the rest are like literally like they just show up for like 1 second.
Yeah. But when this movie opens, it's like footage.
It starts with a quote.
Oh yeah.
It's like the following footage was complete by Russell Wynn of the Wynn Media Group.
Yeah.
Which, do we ever meet them?
I think it's the people that are in the show, like the morning show that we're watching.
Oh, I didn't see if they were like the YNN,
Maybe
the WYNN.
I
Okay,
was a little.
yeah,
lost.
this movie kind of throws you there, and then you're just kind of lost.
It just starts. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like all these like we gotta go do this because of this in the background. Yeah, it's a little crazy.
Well, the opening is weird because it's like we meet this lady, Wendy. We meet Wendy.
Yeah.
She's the mother of Jackson, and Jackson is someone that's been missing.
Not this one.
No, not our Jackson. This Jackson's with an X. That Jackson's CK. He's not as cool. So
He dead as well.
yeah. So this Jackson went missing at the Abaddon Hotel, and she's crying about it. And it seems like the movie's gonna be about this family, but it's not even that. It's just showing us that anyone that visits the hotel
Goes missing. And then it's like this is what the movie does. I feel like they just didn't have enough content, so they just go, fuck it, let's just show examples of people going missing.
Yeah, and it's probably everyone that's worked on this movie are those people that are going missing in their live feeds.
Yeah.
Because they're like, hey, food guy,
come here.
Go record something.
Look, stand here for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Went missing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we get a lot of that cutting back to the news people. It's a little all over the place.
But then we cut randomly to the morning show or the morning mysteries by Susie Combs.
Damn, I love waking up in the morning, cup of coffee, and seeing a murder mystery.
Hell yeah. Oh my god, that's true. That's in the morning. I feel
Yeah,
like that
morning
shouldn't be a morning
mysteries.
show.
No, not at all.
I
I'm
feel like that's a after work. Let's watch some creepy shit. Show.
Yeah, before the bed.
Yeah.
So that you're stressed out at night.
But this morning is for people that work overnights. This is their night show. This is for us.
This is us.
Yeah.
Like, damn, who got lost? Who got missing?
But Susie's trying to record in front of the hotel. We get a shot of they're like, oh, whoa, what's that? And it's like a man in the back in the hotel.
Ooh.
And they make sure you see it by zooming in on him.
Which, that's the one thing I hated from the first one.
Yeah.
Because, and I have to remember that this is supposed to be a documentary, like, style movie. Where it's like, they show, like, God damn, bitch.
I caught it.
Damn, that was good.
I think I'm Spider-Man.
You want to fix up the leg so it doesn't fall?
I got it, baby.
You got it? Okay. But it always zooms into like, oh, look at this creepy. Oh, you didn't see the creepy thing in the back? Look at it now.
Yeah.
Look at it now. It's right
here.
there.
There I am.
Well, it's like, so it's explained because, they explain what happened in the last one. It's like a recap. People went. The only footage that was left was like these people going in the house. A lot of people died. And then that's pretty much it.
Well, then we cut to the show with Brock Mitchell, and Arnold.
Yes.
And not the Terminator.
No.
Fortunately. Susie's doing the interview, and then it's pretty much like, is the hotel stuff real or fake?
Yeah.
It's been 2 years since the Hell House LLC documentary, which is the movie that we saw.
Yes.
That's supposed to be that.
And then it's 7 years since
From that
the
event.
beginning. Yeah, since the whole event. So Brock is just there for comedic purposes and a body.
Brock is the oh my god, what's her name? It's not the psychic. I feel like there's another name for them. But he's a psychic.
Yeah, he's
pretty much
just a psychic. But he's he has a show and everything. So he's not like a legit psychic that you go visit. He has like a show.
Yeah.
He's like Chris Angel. Chris Angel.
And then Mitchell's the guy that did the documentary. And then Arnold, I think, is supposed to be like the mayor of the city or something.
I don't know if he was a mayor or if he was just like a police guy.
Yeah, because he's like, oh, my town, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, so are you like
because I know cops tend to be like, like, oh, this is my city or whatever, ACAB brother. But it's just like, it felt kind of random. And then Wendy has a debate. Like, that's what they're doing.
It's a debate show.
Yeah. So it's like, Arnold doesn't believe about the documentaries because it's causing harm to the Abaddon city.
Oh, yeah.
And they're giving him a bad name. Mitchell obviously believes in it because his fucking friends or the people died. Yeah. And then his friend Diane, right?
I think Mitchell's the guy in the first it's supposed to be this character that maybe calls Diane like he saw something in the footage and she still walks into the hotel.
And maybe the third one might explain it further.
No, I don't think so.
The fourth one.
Maybe.
The fourth one coming out.
Honestly, bitch, I can't recall the third one. They allude to it when they call it the Lake of Fire, and I was like, oh, that's part 3. But
when this motherfucker lost, when he goes, I do not recall. He never uses that word.
it's the alcohol.
The alcohol makes him speak in tongues, brother.
I'm speaking proper. It's okay. I don't use that word recall. That was very weird that I did that. Also, second, I went to Dunkin' Donuts yesterday and
oh shit.
I went to Dunkin' Donuts and I ordered myself a chicken croissant. And you heard going croissant. I can't do it now. And the thing is that I'm ordering it, and the girl goes, "Hey, can I help? What do you want?" And I was like, "Can I get a chicken croissant?" And it came out so naturally, and I didn't mean to say it like that, but it just came out of me.
You know, that girl was like, oh, he's one of these motherfuckers. He has to pronounce it right. That's not how they say it in France. Oh my god. I was telling him about the story. I went to get some the macaroons at like our Publix superstore or our supermarket. And I didn't know where to find them because I didn't see them in the bakery. So I went up to a guy and was like, hey, do you guys have the macaroons? And he's like, what? And I was like, the little macaroons, they kind of look like burgers but colorful. And he's like, I don't understand like what you're saying. I'm like, they have like cream in the middle. And he goes, oh, the macarons. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you're so annoying.
Oh, he probably fucked with you. Like,
I was like, did he really fuck with me?
Probably.
So annoying. Back to the movie.
Yeah, I'm sorry, back to the movie. Where were we? Oh, yeah, so they're doing the morning debate, and then we randomly cut to these two women watching the show, but I was so confused.
It's like a hard cut.
Well, first of all, and then they're like in this white room with a small TV on a plastic table, and I'm like, is this like supposed to be the backstage area of like the show? Because if it is, this show is very low budget.
This movie turned into The Office.
Yeah. Second of all, if they're just watching this on TV, why aren't they in someone's apartment? Just recording in someone's apartment, watching it on
like a house.
Why did we put them in a blank room with just a television? Like, oh, I know this Mitchell guy. This show is good. I keep dropping my phone. And like, it was just very odd to me. Like,
yeah,
like
it's such a hard cut. We don't know these people.
No,
like he just cuts.
And then Molly's acting, baby. I'm sorry, but I was like, I know it's supposed to be like real, but make it look real. Don't make the acting like it looks like you're acting or trying to act.
So at this point, I understand because it is supposed to be her, but also I think this might be giving her credit. But I think she's maybe playing it off for the camera. So it's like a person that's acting as
I know what you're saying.
You know, like when the character's acting.
Yeah, so it's like me and you right now. We're being YouTubers.
Exactly. So she's being like
and subscribe, yo.
And I'm like, Carlos, we say that at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, so
okay.
I think that's what she's doing.
Maybe, but I was not digging it because even later it's a little much.
But
too.
later, I think because they plan out what they have to say.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I was thrown off. This part. I'm like, who are these people?
I would have helped out the director by like, hey, we can do it at my house. It's okay. We can use my living room.
They're like in a dentist's office.
Yeah, just not even. They're in an abandoned building with one TV watching the show. It's like, oh, you ready for morning mysteries? Let's go to the building.
It's so fucking weird.
But
they just want to call in because they're a journalist.
Well, and Jessica believes that she has proof about the hotel and stuff.
Yeah.
So she wants to call in to talk to Mitchell that she has proof. Because they do this now, but we don't see this call until like the very end. Because they cut back and it's weird how they do this.
It's a non-linear story. Like that's what they're trying to do. No reason. They really should. They don't. I don't know why.
No.
I don't know why they did it this way. I feel because then after this it cuts to like the Facebook thing because they mention about like the kid from Facebook that went missing.
Yeah, and then we got another like kid going into the Facebook.
And then he's like, I'm about to go to this abandoned building, y'all. Yo.
And he goes in.
It's so sick. Oh shit! The door opened by himself. That's crazy, dog.
Lucas, you're gonna owe me $50. I went in and I'm out. But anyway, he goes in and we see this mask on the floor And then he's like, okay, made it to the kitchen. Now you owe me money, Lucas, or whatever the name he said. He's walking out, and then the mask is gone.
Yep.
The door slams, I believe, and he goes run back in, and then in the kitchen, there's someone standing there wearing the mask.
It's like you see the stairway, and there's like just see a pair of legs, which is pretty fucking creepy.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking scary, and apparently he just stays there for like 5 hours or whatever, and then the phone dies.
Yeah.
And then, but you see like a glimpse of that creepy room at the beginning.
We also, another phone footage video that we get is the gay couple.
Oh, yeah.
That pick up the hitchhiker.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, they were talking about fashion. Of course, make the gays talk about fashion.
Yeah, obviously. And they got to have the accent.
Yeah.
And I'm like, of course, okay.
So they pick up this hitchhiker, which me and my man would never.
That's immediately
that
not
was very
you two.
out of character for me at least.
I'm sorry, but they make him look so fucking stupid. And I was like, damn, of course they would make like the gay characters stupid as fuck.
So they pick up
gay?
The two.
Yeah, the two. Yeah, they pick up this girl because they feel bad that she's standing in the fucking side of the road, which I would have kept driving. So okay, so let me tell this story because I know we mentioned something. So one time when we used to go to work like super early in the morning, like we used to go in like at 3:30 in the morning. We were on a red light and a random lady starts banging on our window saying,
"Holy
hey,
fuck!
can you guys take me home? My son is sick. I need to take this medicine to him. I live down this way, blah, blah, blah." And like me and him looked at each other like, do I look like I give a fuck? Right. But then we also have like that like, damn, could her son really, like, she looks like
maybe
sad.
yeah.
So we decide to
Jesus.
We decided to do this.
So it is all character.
A little bit. So listen to this. We get down and she goes, "Oh, turn in this neighborhood," and we're like, "We're gonna leave you at the entrance at least, because we gotta get to work." And she's like, "Okay." We get there. She's like, "Oh no, keep going. Turn left. Keep going to my house." And I'm like, "No. You need to get the fuck out of my car."
Yeah, no, you can walk.
And she's like,
your ass to
"No,
your
please
place.
take me to the house." And I'm like, "No. Get the fuck out the car. Bye." So she did. I low-key feel like we were about to get fucking kidnapped and trafficked. I'm going to be honest with you, because she kept insisting that we dropped her off at the house, even though we left her in the neighborhood. Secondly,
that's weird.
Few weeks pass. We're on our way to work, and she does this shit again where she bangs on our window asking for a ride. And we pressed on the fucking gas, even though the light was red.
Holy shit.
Because we're like, nope, this is how people get fucking trafficked.
Oh my god.
So after that, never again.
Holy shit. And that's scary. I found out, I don't know where
even
I
though
read
Frankie
it.
knows, I would have fought.
You wouldn't have, you pussy.
Don't put me in a scary situation.
I guess that's true. We could start throwing hands.
Yeah.
I don't know where I read this, but apparently there was like a person, like taxi driver that would take you to the police department, and they would take you they had like a parking lot like next to it, like a parking garage, and in the parking garage they would fucking kidnap you.
You see?
And it's like at the fucking police department. Like, that's fucking insane.
And that's what scared me, the fact that she kept saying like, "Oh, keep going to my house." No, we're dropping you off here. You need to get out my car.
Was that during the day?
No, it was 3:30 in the morning. That's what made it even worse.
Yeah, no, that's no, that late at
Where
night.
were you? Like, no.
First of all, when Walgreens ain't even open that late.
No, because not in that area.
Yeah,
there's just a Wawa. And what were you getting at the Wawa?
There's no medicine.
Wow.
NyQuil?
Right.
Dayquil? The
Right.
fuck?
But yeah. So lesson learned: never pick up anyone.
Yeah, fend for yourself.
Yeah. So anyway, they pick up this girl. We can't see her face. They're like, "Oh, you look super pale," and I'm like, "I can't tell. We can't see her."
She's literally a silhouette.
Yeah. And then what happens is that when they get to the hotel, she just gets out the car and runs into the hotel, and they follow her like, "Oh, like, what are you doing?
This looks abandoned. No, don't go in there."
Oh, and she says that she checked in October 8th. It's only September 30th. So it's
And
not that it hasn't happened. It's that she checked in October 8th of that year.
Yeah. And they're also like, that's not a thing anymore. That's closed.
Right.
So, but she still goes, and they follow her ass.
Yeah.
She goes into the building,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh my god, this is very creepy. Those doors. I'm gonna go follow her in."
Mm-hmm. That's also out of character because I would not have followed her. I was like, "There she goes. Good luck."
Yeah. She's probably a crackhead.
The most I would have
Whatever.
the most I would have done, maybe go to the police, like, hey, I think this girl's in danger. She went into that hotel. I can't tell you nothing else.
No.
But they follow her in. They follow her all the way down to the basement. When they got down to the basement, they turned the corner. First of all, she grew 2 feet, and she creepy looking.
Yeah, she like a Deadite, but like low budget Deadite. Like
And-
Evil Dead 1 Deadite.
And they scream.
Yeah, she goes like that. The camera falls.
Yep, and I'm assuming they get murdered.
Yeah.
But then they're like, "Hey, remember the girl? Let's look at her again."
And let's zoom in into her
Let's zoom
face. Look
in,
at how
yeah.
creepy.
And it's the same girl that went missing 7 years ago.
And apparently they found 7 bodies.
So
15
15
murdered.
7 were never found.
Oh
And
yes,
she
that's
one
what it
of
was.
them.
Yeah, and she
Mhm.
was one of them. So, okay, I guess
Right.
people died.
Right.
Cool.
Um,
And so then October 7th, Molly and Jessica meet
with Mitchell.
with Mitchell, and they
Right.
tell him the plan. And this is when they're like, "Hey, so when I mentioned this part and I say the basement, you're gonna ask me, what do you mean about the basement?" So then that's
I
why
didn't
it
catch
looks
that.
so horrible when she's like, she mentions the basement. She goes, "What do you mean about the basement?" And then she looks at the camera like, "I did good, right?" Like, so that's why I think she's doing it on purpose.
So she does takes.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I don't do takes.
And so, she did a good job. Let's give Molly a break.
No, Molly annoyed the fuck out of me. Molly annoyed her acting in the beginning.
Yeah, the beginning was a little rough. It's just when it cut, it was too much.
Yeah, it does a lot of this where it just cuts and we're like, okay, can we get back to the story we're following?
Yeah.
Because then we also get the spoiler that Jessica makes it out
Yep.
and she's all beat up and it's
Well,
like at the
that's
end-
later.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, can we just continue and then
Yeah.
surprise us?
And it's just that's the thing. It's like I feel like this movie they didn't have a lot and they just added fluff to it.
Mhm, mhm.
Because again, it's like that non-linear story had no reason because it's not like at the end because we got that be like I'm gonna call just a little bit of fluff for the
Mhm.
documentary, then they're meeting. So we don't need to hear the conversation between them on the phone because we know what's her motivation.
Mhm.
Then it cuts to them meeting. Hey, let's do this because I think this and that.
Mhm.
Cool, fine. Then cut to them on their way there.
Yeah.
No, we like get then back to like another person getting missing.
Yeah.
Then we go back to like, oh, they're on their way there.
Yeah. When we could have just done this in a linear way.
Yeah.
And it would have been probably better.
Because if this was a real documentary on Netflix, bitch, I would have canceled my Netflix. Well, it is canceled already, but yes, I wouldn't be watching it.
Right. But yeah, they kind of plan it out. They're gonna go sneak in. Molly stays outside in case the cops come because I guess cops take turns watching over the hotel, make sure no one breaks in because
Yeah.
people keep going missing.
And Mitchell's worried because like she's scared.
Mhm.
So she's like, hey, like I think something fucked up's happening in there, like for real. So
Mhm.
just stay outside just in case.
Yeah.
And they just go. I mean, they're just there.
Well, Brock shows up with his
yeah.
twin cameraman Malcolm, who I think they're lovers. Because Brock gave me vibes of I'm a daddy with money and
and here's my
twinks.
twink that's
Yeah.
working for me for free.
Yeah, that's my cameraman. OnlyFans.
And then he's total show, like he's looking and making puns, like I think
Mhm.
something's really happening in
yeah,
here.
that's why the door's open. It was waiting for you.
Yeah,
Yeah, they split up.
of course.
So David, Jessica, and Mitchell go towards the kitchen because
Mhm.
they're heading towards the basement. But then Brock and his cameraman Malcolm, they head to the dining room. When they get to the dining room, Brock decides to do a fucking seance. He makes his own Ouija board on the table.
Homemade Ouija board.
Yeah.
He got a big ass thing.
Yeah, and they're in that room. If you guys remember in the first one, where it's the dining room, but it's like where they had all the bodies set up,
Yeah.
like sitting on tables, like they were set up like they were eating or something. So, and then like these nooses show up out of nowhere, like they weren't there before.
Yeah, because he's like, this is where it happens.
And
This is
there's
where they committed.
2 of
You
them.
know.
And basically he starts doing it. There's a spare that actually moves the Ouija board a little bit, and then out of nowhere, one of the fucking things sitting down looks at them, and then it stands up, and then it takes them.
Yep, they did. That happened.
They get murdered.
Yep. Who would have thought?
Right. Let's go into a hotel. We're gonna be totally fine.
It shocked me. I was like, oh shit, it was haunted? Damn.
And then our other 3, they go down to the basement, and guess who's down there? The clowns.
The fucking clown from the classic clowns.
From the first
But
one.
he minding his business.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah. And they go into this fridge and they cut to a scene in the first movie of them finding the fridge, in case you forgot.
Yeah.
And they're looking for the tapes for the, because I guess the cult used to film themselves.
Totally used to film everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they're just looking through it.
They
And
find
this is when I
menus.
realized, oh, Carlos, I've seen this movie with you.
Yeah.
I was like, I remember this scene specifically.
So this was my third time watching it. His
Yeah.
second. Because I forgot that I watched it with him.
And even then, I was like, oh, I remember the twist now. Like, I totally remember watching this.
I remember the twist when I looked at him and I was like,
Yeah.
yes, you.
So they're looking, they're kind of having a good time.
There is a bit of there's a creepy, well, to me, because I'm easily scared, where the clown just silently walks past them in the background and the camera catches it and I was like, oh, he's just walking.
I just was like,
I
why he
just-
walked away?
I just don't like that clown.
Because my thing is like, why he walk away?
Well, I think he was gonna go set himself up,
Somewhere else?
at the door so
Oh,
they
I
can't
guess
leave
that's true.
later.
Because I was like, it'd be creepy if he was like in the very, very back, just
And
like
he's just
staring at
standing there.
them.
He
Yeah.
should have done that and then kept walking.
Yeah, in this movie, I will say does that a lot. Like, I do like that because I always ask like, oh, have something creepy in the back
Mhm,
that's not too obvious.
mhm.
And it does it, but in this movie also ruins it by like showing it for like a split second and then move the camera. And I'm like, I didn't see anything.
At least they weren't like,
Here it is.
here's the clown again, passing by.
slow walking.
But Molly calls over. She's freaking out. She's like, why did y'all call me? I'm here. And they're like, bitch, what the fuck you talking about? Ain't nobody call you on the walkie-talkie.
It's
Ain't
like,
nobody call
David, you called me. And David's like, hell no, I didn't.
you. Right. So David goes and checks, and they're like, oh, I didn't call you. And she's like, yes, you did. So then they call back to Jessica, and then Mitchell's like, we need to go. Because if she's saying they didn't call, then that means something's being set
And
up.
it's like, hey, was the door open or closed when you
Mhm.
left? And she's like, it's closed now. And he's like, nope, we gotta go.
And they can't open it.
Yep.
So they're trying to leave, and then they find Brock and his twink dead.
They hung.
They hung, and story has it
Oh,
that,
and also hanging in the ceiling.
yep. Story has it that Brock was very hung. Mhm. The spirits tell me.
Yeah, but I love that they I think it was what's her name, Jessica.
Mhm.
She goes in and she goes, oh my god.
So so when she did that, she did. Because she does her dramatic reading. So she looks and she's like, and I was like, oh, okay, I think this is, because I remember the clown being a set piece again. So I
Yeah.
was like, oh god, it's a fucking clown again.
Oh.
Nah, it's just David hanging.
Yeah, they're like, oh damn, okay.
Or Brock Davies. His name Brock Davies. It was just him hanging.
Yeah.
So then they keep walking. He did. They make it. Then Molly gets ahead of them, and then there's a board with chalk that has like everyone that's checking in, and it's all of them.
Oh, that's
It's
what
all
it
their
was.
names. That's why she freaks out.
They really make it like they show you.
Yeah.
Like they really put it in.
Yeah.
Oh, and then also the board with the Ouija board, it had a bunch of Y's.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know for why my head was thinking like, yes.
Yes. Yes, Tully. Let's get out of here. So as they make it to the exit or the entrance that they came in through, Molly freaks out,
Mhm.
and then when you look down the hall, the clown is just like he's what was that challenge people used to call
The
that?
mannequin challenge.
Well, yeah, no, but he planking diagonally. He planking, and everyone they're like, "Oh my god, oh
Be
my
careful,
god.
be careful."
Then let's not go near it, motherfucker." Run past it.
No.
If you gotta chuck it,
Yeah,
just chuck it and
elbow
keep
it.
running.
yeah, like they're
So-
for them.
Right. So Mitchell gets closer, and the fucking clown turns his head, and that's
It turns his head and like lowers his hand, but like it feels so like not
Manic-y?
human. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a mannequin.
Yeah.
So
I
that was really cool because
I
like
think in the last movie, the director was in the suit.
yeah, I think so. I
Mhm.
think we did talk
So
about that.
it might be him again. But yeah, it's very creepy. I don't like clowns. I hate that clown. But the door shuts when he does that
Yeah.
too by itself. Again, there's 4 of y'all. y'all were gonna win.
Well, once that door's closed, that doesn't matter.
But it wasn't closed. They could
No,
have
no.
chucked it.
Yeah.
Again, there's 4 of y'all. One of y'all might have been taken, but that's a risk I'm willing to take.
Molly,
At least
bye.
3 people
Bye,
getting-
Molly.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So they run around. Now they're running through the hotel. They go upstairs.
Yeah.
And then David said, let's not go upstairs. That's from the video, but they still do it. They go through like this like fencing maze thing, and that's when the Reagan bitch, because she looked like Reagan.
She looked just like Reagan.
That's where she's there, and then she blinks and they starts following them.
And she's kind of creepy. Like,
she's
a little
the creepiest part of this movie.
Because it's also she's like in shadow, like completely in shadow. It's a little freaky.
So she ends up following them all the way into a room when they lock themselves in there, and that's where Paul used to sleep. Sexy Paul, remember Sexy Paul from the first movie? The asshole.
I remember.
Too. I sure do.
And it's like the famous jump scare from the first one.
Yeah, she's that girl from the first movie. It has to be the same ghost. So they're stuck there, and then we cut back to
the debate.
The debate, and now the whole debate is: was Alex?
Did Alex know?
Yeah,
because there's footage that they found of Alex talking to somebody at the hotel,
right?
But we don't know the part. We see a hand.
Also,
it's literally like I'm like, what are you doing? And it's like, I'm fine. It's like, oh my god, it's like Toy Story. Because you remember when Woody's talking to the people in the kind?
It's like the Powerpuff Girls. the mayor's wife. You don't see her head.
You don't see her. But it's like, look, Buzz, he's over here. Look, say hi. Hi, guys. So it's like that, where like you just see his hand.
Yeah.
And I guess he knew the whole time.
Well, Mitchell says that Alex might have been chosen, like a chosen one, and that's why. Yeah.
Like it's like the hotel called him, not like a receptionist, but more like an entity. And Mitchell's like, oh, or Arnold's like, oh, you're being so stupid, blah blah. And Brock had nothing to say.
No,
he just, after he died, his character also died in the show because we never hear from him ever again.
He's just sitting there in silence. Yeah, but because then when they watch the video, the whole room goes dark, and we hear some screaming, and then this is when it gets this
one was a fucked up scare
because the camera goes on, they're not looking, the door is open, and behind them you see Reagan bitch just with her head kind of like popping through the door like, hello bitch.
Oh, and it's pretty fucking creepy.
It's very creepy when you notice it. Then they kind of block the door and she disappears and Molly's gone.
Yeah, and that one, I will say that one, he even prepared me. He was like, look at the door.
I hate
and
that
it still
one.
was like, oh shit.
The first time I kind of wanted to shut it off after that.
You're like, hell no.
Nope, no more. And then they find a note on the door and I'm like, who wrote the note?
Who wrote the note? Here we go.
Was it the clown or was it Reagan? Who wrote the note? But I know who wrote the... Yep. Oh, I for sure know who wrote that. No, that was the clown.
The clown.
Because when they get that to the basement, because they go to the basement and say Molly, he's the one holding her with a knife. Like
bitch, I'll fucking kill her. I swear to God.
I don't give a fuck.
And they're like, we told her ass not to come in.
And as they're trying to save her, a fucking portal bursts through the wall.
And it's like, wait, what the fuck?
And fucking Satan's walking through.
But I'm not gonna lie, hell, it looked kind of cool.
It was pink.
It had like that bisexual lighting.
Yeah.
I was like, kind of dope. Satan, sweet. Let's go in. Let's go to hell. But they take David.
David gets taken here.
And so David goes bye-bye.
But then them 3 are still going.
Yeah.
They do get split up, and I forget what happens. Molly and Jessica kind of,
because this is where it cuts again to the debate, and they're talking more about it, and then they just kind of like then we see Mitchell by himself.
Oh yeah, and he's looking for a way out, looking for them. I don't know what he's doing really.
This is where it loses me because I'm like, I don't know what's happening.
He makes it. He goes up the stairs again, goes through a hallway, and there's a girl, normal looking girl on the phone with her mom.
I thought that was a girl from the first one.
Oh, Sarah?
Yeah.
Unless maybe, but it looked like she got recasted.
I mean, yeah, that's
but
true.
he passes her.
How long was the first? How old was the first movie?
2013.
Okay,
no, I'm lying. I don't remember.
I can check because I was like, maybe they did recast some people.
This one was 2018. But they do bring Alex and Mac, and that's actually Alex and Mac.
2015.
Okay, I remember Mac being real sexy.
Oh, The Mac, the one with the big ass ears.
I love the big ears.
Okay. Each their own.
Yep.
I'm not saying
It
anything.
was cute.
But
yes.
what I was gonna say, no, I'm kidding, nothing.
No, but I got big ears.
That's okay. We love them. That's why
Thank
we
you.
love you. Just because of that.
Fake ass bitch. So he walks by this girl, and then her voice turns demonic, and then when he turns around, it's like, Mitchell, you're coming to hell with us, and she's all
Yeah.
demonic looking and chases him.
Yeah.
And then
we
he gets
forgot
attacked.
to show the. We talk about the house video of the kid that goes, the hotel opens in 2009.
It's not relevant.
Yeah, it's literally like a joke.
It was Jackson back in the 90s. He knew the hotel stuff was gonna happen as a kid. And I'm
But
like,
then
okay,
they're like,
motherfucker.
but there was a secret voice, and they're like, a second take of the video with the enhanced audio. This is what it shows, and it's like the lights go out, and it's like Hotel Abaddon. It's like so stupid. I'm like, what?
It's like, why? What? If we were gonna follow Jackson through this whole movie should have been about that kid.
Yeah, like, but no,
No, like it's so dumb.
we don't even meet Jackson, right?
No, he
Besides
did.
the beginning.
He did.
Wow, I thought we would see maybe a ghost of Jackson.
Not even that.
Jackson was
even
so
that.
irrelevant. It's because we took him. Jackson gonna be like that. Wearing our sexy Horror Daddies merch.
Yep, go buy one online. Yeah, so Mitchell gets attacked, then he wakes up.
Yeah, and then
he eats up in the dining area again or something.
and then that's where the Jessica or
Jessica and Molly are
and-
there.
Yeah, they're both are there.
But in the table is Alex and
Mac.
Mac. I almost called him McCum.
Jesus Christ.
It's a porn star name.
Whoa, really?
Oh, I know why. Oh my god, this is embarrassing. Anyway, there's a porn star named Alex Mecum.
Okay.
So
Alex
it's just
Mecum.
Alex is sitting across from Mac, so I thought of Alex
Mecum.
Mecum. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, that's neither near or there. You can Google that name for yourself.
So
if you
you're
want to.
Alex Mecum listening. Carlos a fan.
I'm a fan.
And then this is where we hear a voice, and it's
Mhm.
the same voice from the videotape of Alex talking.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, "Hold this fucking camera."
It's so stupid.
Yeah.
It's like, I need you to keep recording, so we need an excuse. And Tully's like, give me my 15 minutes of fame, motherfucker.
So Alex Tully is here.
Yeah, and
And
it's the
it's the
same guy
guy.
that was on the interview who was playing as Arnold, because we come to find out that Arnold never made it to the interview.
Because he
got
fucking died.
he got into a car accident. So
Yeah.
he was stuck with police and insurance people. So
Well,
they were
I thought he
interviewing.
died.
No.
Because okay, I see why.
Mhm.
Because then Mitchell says, "You're dead. You're dead."
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, this is
'Cause
Tully.
it's Tully, yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, yup. That's exactly
supposed
what
to be the big
happened.
reveal. And then everyone has to die except one person. So
Mm,
Molly gets murdered, and when Molly gets murdered, she gets stabbed. It looked like the knife is supposed to be something else because she's just like, ugh,
She's like,
ugh. But the way she's jumping up and down on it, like, girl, I know what you've
That's
been
literally
thinking.
her.
She was having an orgasm getting stabbed. And then I guess Mitchell Mitchell dies. We find out that Diane is a ghost there, missing a whole ass eye.
And she's the one playing the piano,
Mhm.
which is the meow meow theme song. Meow 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 meow. Don 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 don.
Yeah. And then fucking Jessica makes it out, but she's a demon because in the interrogation you see her
And she's
face
like,
deformed for a second.
she's doing the like Joker face
Yeah.
for a
and-
second.
So stupid.
And Andrew Tully had like a whole monologue.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it was for nothing.
His whole thing is the whole cult, in that
Yeah.
the hotel never closed. It never ever closed. It's always been open. He just needs more people to keep coming, and take souls. I think that's what the whole monologue was.
Yeah, because I guess it's like Mitchell was spreading like this mystery around this hotel, so it was
Mhm.
attracting people,
Mhm.
and that's what they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay.
Now
interest-
that Mitchell went missing, I guess
now
it
it's
attracts
even
more.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
And then the whole Lake of Fire thing,
Yep.
that's from the Bible, which that's what the third one is called, Lake of Fire.
that's the lake of fire in the Bible was that Jesus was to clean his feet. He get damn them bitch hot. Sorry.
Oh For a second, I thought you were gonna be serious. I was like, "Oh, okay, you know
I
this."
couldn't even say that with a straight face.
I can tell. I was
Jesus
like,
said, "Damn, this
for-
shit a lake of fire."
for a second, I was just like, "Okay, you know this. Tell me more."
No, I mean, I could probably Google a synopsis. I was just like,
Nah, it's fine. It's just yeah.
yeah,
Um,
it just felt like they were just setting up for a third movie,
Which they did.
and it's called.
Lake of Fire.
Exactly. It says the lake of fire is a concept that appears in both the ancient Egyptian and Christian religions. In ancient Egypt, it appears that an obstacle of the journey is through the underworld, which can destroy or refresh the deceased. In Christianity, it is a place after death, punishment of the wicked. It's just hell. Lake of fire is just hell.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's just burn. Yeah, it's just fire and sulfur. That's it.
So the third movie is called Hell House LLC. Hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because
Yeah,
that's what it is.
It's literally just that, but they're like, man, that sounds kind of dumb. We can't call it hell.
Which I think in the third one they try to reopen the haunted house. I can't recall. But yeah, everyone dies. Jessica makes it. And it kind of cuts to back with the theme song.
And then we go back to the show,
Oh yeah, and that's when we find out that Arnold wasn't Arnold.
and this is where he gets a phone call.
from Jessica. Yup. And then Brock tells him, and like behind after the
Like,
show's done.
I heard you.
Yeah. Oh, you gonna go there? And Mitch is like, nah, I'm never setting foot there. And Brock's like, yeah, you are. No, you are. And yeah.
Yeah.
So
And then Arnold is like, oh, because he says something about, because he says it publicly, I'm never gonna go there. And then they cut, and Arnold goes, hey, you gave a really good example.
Yep.
Like that's cool of you.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, see you later. I'm gonna see you actually later.
Mm-hmm.
And leaves, and
Mhm.
that's it. And I'm like, why was this why was this at the end? I guess the Arnold bit, but at the same time, it could have just been Andrew Tully as someone else. That's
Mhm.
it. It didn't have to be like he just gave a fake name.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I wish this movie would have just stayed linear, or I wish this movie would have just been about Jackson.
Yeah,
We
that would've
start
been
with Jackson.
interesting.
We should just follow the storyline of Jackson.
Yeah, because like it doesn't add anything.
No.
That's the thing.
No, it's a recap of the first movie.
Yeah, literally, because
It's-
every
it's-
5 minutes they
it's
play a
literally
clip from the
Silent
first
Night,
one.
Deadly Night 2, which honestly can't wait to watch it. But
Yeah,
there's
that's pretty
nothing in
much
that-
it.
Yeah, that's it.
So, thank you. That is Hell House LLC Part Dos.
the Abaddon hotel,
What?
whatever the name of the hotel
Damn,
is.
alcohol makes you intellectual and dyslexic. Intellectual, right? An intellectual? Yeah.
It's
both.
just I
Both
can't.
can be right.
Well,
I'm sure Einstein. Yeah.
with my B's and my D's.
These nuts.
You suck dick.
Yes, I do.
But like we do in every movie, we'll rate it and give you our review. So Carlos, what is your on Letterboxd? So
Yeah. So if you want to follow me on Letterboxd, that'll be Carlos Mars II. Carlos Mars the second. Even though there's no first.
I was about to be like, who the fuck is the first one?
Me. So I gave Hell House LLC 2 a 2-star, but not a heart, just a 2-star. And it goes as this: even though this movie had a couple of good scares, it lacks the ability to keep me interested. Just felt like I was watching a recap of the first movie, not adding anything new, and the characters are less interesting.
Okay, I can agree with that.
Thank you.
Yeah. My letterbox is hung 12-inch. And I would talk about Brock. This is me. So Hell House LLC 2, the Abaddon Hotel. I give it a 1.5. And I said, I have no fucking clue what even happened. The scares were predictable, except that one except that one in the room. That bitch scared me. That's literally the only one that I was like, okay, that one was pretty fucking freaky.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's like we mentioned throughout the episode. I don't know why it was non-linear,
Mhm.
besides the twist, I guess, so they don't spoil it right away.
Yeah.
And these padded areas, they were like, hey, here's people missing. Here's more people going missing.
Mhm.
And the review is just kind of dumb. Like,
Yeah.
it's just nothing. I don't know. It just didn't feel like they really added anything.
No, they didn't. And then also like you said with the padding, there's also some like cuts that are like Jessica looking through a file, and then she finds something and looks looks at the camera and it
Like,
cuts.
ooh.
And we go back to the movie, and I was like, what?
Yeah, it's so fucking. There's some cuts in this movie that are pretty fucking hilarious, though.
Yeah.
Like, there's a part of Jessica going like, "Oh, we're in here," and then it cuts to her like getting like fucked up, covered in
Also,
blood.
We watched it
It's
on
like, whoa.
Tubi. That one was really funny. We watched it on Tubi. And at one point, the Susie Morning Show, the Mystery Morning, she goes, and we're cutting now back to commercials. And we cut to Snoop Dogg. And I was like, hold on. I thought it was part of the movie, but it was. Tubi really went to commercial.
Yeah, it was
at the
fucking
same time.
weird.
Yeah.
I wonder if they timed it that way.
I don't
But
fucking know.
I doubt it.
We only got 2 commercial breaks throughout the whole movie, which good job, Tubi.
Yeah,
And then
Tubi's
the
dope.
second one,
she
another
said,
hard
"We'll be
cut.
right back."
another hard cut, it was a 5-hour energy commercial.
We're like, wait, what the fuck's happening?
Yeah.
It was because Tubi usually gives you a countdown.
And it did it.
It
It
didn't.
didn't warn you. I wonder if found footage, it doesn't warn you.
Oh,
'Cause
maybe
it's found footage.
it's supposed to immerse you.
Maybe.
Maybe that's true. That's a good
Because
point.
the second one was when Mitchell got attacked. He gets attacked in
Oh,
5-hour
yeah.
energy. You should have drank some and ran
woke
faster.
Yep, it woke his ass up. I'll
Yep.
tell you that.
Mhm.
That's true. That was pretty funny. But Tubi, the goat, always. I
Yep.
always love Tubi.
Show is.
Daddy of the movie.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus was not in this movie.
No, he was not, and neither was Satan. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't. To be honest, this is like the one movie I'm like, I don't know. Maybe Mitchell.
Mitchell, right?
He was the one that
Well,
was
you-
actually kind of like smart the whole time. Like, maybe we shouldn't do this. All right, if we're doing this, it's in and out. We did it. I told y'all. Y'all were dumb.
It
And
should've been in
look
and
at us
out.
now. Dead.
I mean, your daddy Mac was here.
He showed up, but you couldn't really see him.
That's true. Maybe he was recasted. That's why.
Nah, the ears
No,
were still the same.
Damn, it might be Mitchell.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Or the clown. But the clown way too creepy for me.
You're like, hell nah.
I don't know how I
He ain't
feel
no
about
daddy.
that. No.
Yeah, we'll say Mitchell.
Mitchell.
Favorite death scene.
Molly.
The
Molly dying.
Don't stop. Don't stop.
Molly dying. That, and then my favorite scare had to be the Reagan poking her head
Yeah,
out through the door.
that one was fucked up. Like, even you preparing me to it, I was
Mhm.
like, oh shit. Like,
'Cause
that,
I wanted
that
you to
got
see
me.
her. That bitch was scary.
It was pretty scary. And it also wasn't like obviously there. Like, you
No.
really had to look.
Yeah.
And it was pretty. And it's like also like, it wasn't like the clown that we saw at the kitchen.
Yeah.
Because that one was like, you barely fucking saw him.
I think it's also it was daytime. I feel like if we would have been in a dark room, it
yeah.
would have been more.
That would have been way
noticeable.
worse. Way
Mhm.
worse. It's like found footage is always way worse during the night.
Yeah, that's why I don't watch it during the
Hell
night.
no.
At least by myself, I won't watch it.
No. So I guess Reagan knockoff in the background.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's definitely mine.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it. That's all the segments. Yes. Okay. I do this every week. 'Cause I feel like
yeah. I
feel
was like
we're
confident
always
like we did them all.
We missing one.
Well, because I mean, there's no fuck Mary Kill. Oh, we'll leave that for everyone on
That's for the
Instagram.
Instagrams. Mm-hmm.
I guess there's no final girl line. Like, what are you gonna tell Tully? I'm shutting this place down. Like, I don't know. Oh, that's a good one. I hope you enjoy your stay.
Yeah, I don't know. You can check in, but you can't check out. That's Tully's. That's
Time to
Tully's.
check out, or you're paying late fees.
Make sure to put your do not disturb sign on the door. You came into the basement. We came. I fucking know.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So Carlos, actually, before we even mention what's next week's episode, go check out our Instagram. We'll post some fun stuff. Check out our TikTok. Obviously, if you're on
Yeah.
YouTube, go subscribe.
Mhm.
And yeah, thank you so much for listening and all that.
Thank you so much. So this is what's gonna happen. We might start doing more of the you guys get to vote for what movie we cover. I will say this: if we do that and a movie wins by like a
It's
mile,
close. Like, oh yeah,
no,
yeah.
but
If
like
it's
it beats the other one like nothing. The other movie will not get covered right away.
yeah.
Now, last week, since y'all really fought for Saw 2, and it was literally by one vote, it was almost 50-50. We are going to do Saw 2 next week just because it was so close, so I know you guys want us to do it.
Yeah.
But if it's a movie that gets 10 votes or 20 votes and then the other one gets like 2 or 3 votes,
Bitch, if it gets
the
two,
other one's not going to get covered.
if it gets 2 votes,
Yeah. So I'm not doing this every time. So just so you know.
So next week,
It's
Saw 2.
But I gotta do my monologue thing.
Oh yeah.
Join the Horror Daddies next week as they play a game. Will Billy the puppet finally gets his revenge? Will John get to play a game with sharks?
Oh shit.
And will Carlos get freaky dicky with John Kramer? Find out next week when the Horror Daddies play a game with Saw 2.
Ooh, I'm
Yeah.
excited.
And I'm excited too because there's a new one. So
We got like 9 to cover.
not right away. Not right away.
Actually, no. The new one is supposed to be between 1 and 2, so we're good.
Yeah, we're good. But yeah, we'll be doing more polls, so stay tuned for that. I think for this month though, I'm pretty much covered. I don't know if I mentioned it before.
Bitch, what the fuck did you just say? Say what the fuck just happened, bro? You just went non-linear on me.
I want to cover Freddy versus Jason also this month and The Exorcist. So yeah,
those are maybe if
but
they vote for it.
But Jason versus Freddy is a revisit because
we did a
commentary on it.
Yep.
But I want to read because the anniversary is coming up, and I know there's some history to it, but I have to start reading. And if I don't get to the reading, girl, I try. If I got the time, I'll do it.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
We can do it in a later time.
If anything, yeah.
For sure.
But yeah, join us next week for the famous Saw peace sign, because if you know the poster, it's 2 fingers. So peace sign.
Peace sign. That should be a thumbnail.
Salty.
All right. So thank you so much for watching and listening.
And remember,
stay spooky and don't visit the Abaddon Hotel.
See you in your dreams.
Horror Daddies.
Bye, guys.
Bye.